What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name's David Hanlon, aka the Laptop Legend, and today I'm going to be talking about how I turned $3,700 into $37,000 with Shopify Dropshipping. And for those of you guys who are interested in dropshipping but you haven't had success yet, I think this video is going to be really helpful for you, especially in terms of figuring out the best ads to run, how to do it all profitably on a low budget, and how exactly you can find your first winning product that's going to really take off and make you a bunch of money. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below in the comments. I respond to all comments, or you can shoot me a DM on Instagram at the Laptop Legend, and I can help you out there as well. So yeah, let's dive right into it. Yeah, so now we're live in the ad account. You guys can see up here-ish that I was telling the truth. There's some days where it's better than others, but you can see some days are as good as spending $70 to get back almost $1,200 in purchases. It's just really cool that this strategy works so well. So the reason that this is so successful is because I combine every single traffic source available to me to make sure that I'm utilizing all of the data together. And that's a concept that a lot of people don't understand when it comes to dropshipping, because they might think that it's just about Facebook ads or just about influencer shoutouts, but that is not the truth at all. You have to make sure that you record all the data of every single visitor who comes to your website from the very beginning, and then use all that data to run more profitable ads, because all these AIs from Google, from Facebook, they're very powerful. And if you utilize them and give them enough data, they're gonna be able to find you the perfect customer who's willing to buy from you at whatever price you give them. So here's what I do to go and see if a product is gonna be viable for Google Ads. So they have this really cool tool that's called the Keyword Planner. And if you go under Tools and Settings, it's right here, Keyword Planner. Let it load up. So yeah, this is where you can see exactly how a product potentially could perform on Google and see if there's enough search results for you to actually get sales on that product. So let's go and discover these new keywords. No, I don't need you. No, stop. Okay, yeah, so in this particular store, the product that I was selling a bunch of was denim jackets, and I've actually talked about one of these products previously in one of my other videos, but I'll show you guys actually two today, and these two were some of the main products that I sold to get that type of ROAS on Google Ads. But for this example, let's just go in and look up denim jacket. We can look up jacket, we can look up denim, and let's get results. See what we got here. Yeah, so that is pretty good in terms of what we're looking for. Definitely enough monthly searches, especially as it gets towards fall, like I talked about in what products to sell in September and coming up October in my other video. If you have the rising demand for a seasonal product, you can sell the hell out of that product. So in this case, we look for at least 100,000 searches is absolutely killer. You can sell stuff that has a lot less than that. I've sold that has like 10,000 monthly searches, as long as it's a high enough perceived value product. But in this case, we see that it has 100,000 to 1 million, especially for jacket. Denim jacket alone has 10,000 to 100,000, and that is more than enough. And we look at the top of the page bid. Normally you want to look for around $1 if possible. In this case, it's a little higher than we would ideally like, but that's offset by the fact that we have a high perceived value product. So you can sell a denim jacket for $80, $90, $100, and people are willing to pay that just because it has a very high perceived value and it's a good quality product. So when someone receives it, they're not going to feel like they were ripped off. Like if they order a product for $30 that you get for $2 and they receive a crappy product. From here, it's super simple. All you have to do, let me actually select denim as well. All you have to do to make this into an ad campaign is you select, let's go for phrase match, and you select add keywords. And voila, now they're in the plan, and we go to the plan overview. That's the next step, and it talks about exactly what you should be expecting with these types of search results for these types of products. And you can see here, I'll move my head out of the way a little bit. Again, it is seasonal, so it goes up in, the winter, and then it goes down in the summer, and then it goes back up. So especially for a jacket product, demand will be fluctuating, but it's just one of those things where, again, you can take advantage of it, and you still can sell these throughout the year. It's just not as profitable in the summertime. So you really have to think hard about the types of products that you can sell year-round or that you can sell during specific seasons to make sure that you capitalize on those temporary changes in demand. But again, I don't believe that this is actually a reasonable CPC. A lot of times this data is very off. Again, you could see my CPC that I had, I forget exactly what it was, like 30 cents or something like that. So if it says $1.62, that's probably not pretty accurate. If you have a good ad and a good product picture, it'll stand out from the rest of the ads, and it'll really just, make a good low CPC that's profitable for you. So the next step in doing this is, once you have these words in your planner, you literally just go over here and you hit create campaign. Let's call it test. You can start off at $10 a day and work your way up from there. If you want to start 5, say you have a really low budget, you can go 5, and we'll hit save. And voila, now the campaign is in there. Pretty straightforward, and yeah, it's honestly not that hard, guys. All right, so now that you guys have seen the back end, you've seen my Google Ads account, and you've seen exactly how I spent $3,000 to make over $30,000. You know exactly how to set up the campaigns on Google Ads. Let's dive into my analytics on Shopify so you guys can see how many sales this got over the course of the couple months that I was running those Google Ads. You guys can see how many of these products that I sold, and then I'll actually show you guys the exact products so you guys can, just use it for reference, and hopefully it can help you find a better product that's going to help you get more sales and be more profitable with your dropshipping. All right, so here we are on the back end of the store. You guys can see that over this 2-month period, it did around $300,000 in sales. And the majority of these sales did come from these 2 products, the Outcast denim jacket and the Grizzly denim jacket. And that's just one example of the high perceived value products that I sell. So again, you can see sold 1,400 of the Outcast denim jacket. I sold 1,200 of the Grizzly denim jacket. It's one of the products that I've showed you guys before on this YouTube channel. And just in general, these jackets sold really well, and I'll show you the product page now so you guys can see exactly what it looked like, what people were seeing when they clicked on it, and yeah, let's go over there. All right, guys, so here you can see the product page for the Outcast denim jacket. This is one of my best products on this particular store, and it sold really well because it had a high perceived value, and it's not your typical denim jacket. So like most denim jackets that I've seen online, they're denim and they're denim on the inside, denim on the outside, denim on the inside. But in this case, it has this cool feature where it's like a fleece interior, which is soft and extra warm for, those winter, fall months where it's a chilly day outside. So people really seem to like that. It has a very rugged style and went well with people who were, I would say, middle-aged men who related to the Levi's trends back, I think it was the 90s, something like that. So definitely was a good product for that reason, and it stood out on a Instagram, Facebook page just because, this fleece is not something you typically see in a denim jacket. You see sometimes like fur on the inside, but fleece is not something that at least I really see that much. So I think that's why it sold well, and the price was perfect because I got a lot of money from selling the product, but people were still happy with it because it has high perceived value. And that's something that I tell my students a lot. But if you have a product that you pay $30 to a Chinese supplier, they can make a really good product with those $30 because labor costs are so low over in China. If you pay them only $5, you're going to get a product that's not as high quality, so you won't be able to sell it for as much, and people won't be as happy with it. So that's why I prefer to pay more to get a better product that I can sell for higher. And in this case, $90 plus shipping was the perfect price. And if you go into the product description, I wrote this myself. And honestly, it converted really well. You just talk about all the features of the product and use very descriptive adjectives, and it sells well. The sizing chart, that was one issue that I had with this product because the sizing is just way off, totally different. It went up to like 6XL, and obviously we don't have that size in the US for most people, so you had to basically convert yourself and convert manually, and then people would receive their sizes that would fit them, even though the tag would say a different size. So they might receive what would be the equivalent of an extra large, but it might say, 4 or 5 XL on the tag. And that was confusing for people. So I did have some issues with that. And eventually I was able to work with the supplier and get that all figured out. But besides that, I mean, this product was absolutely killer, and hopefully you can use it as an inspiration and help you to find, better products that are going to make you more money. I just want to emphasize, now that you guys know what the product is, the reason my Google ads were so successful was because I ran them in combination with my Facebook ads, my Instagram ads, my Snapchat ads, and basically all the other traffic that I was getting provided a ton of data to Google, which allowed the ROAS to be so high. So again, that's why I recommend doing everything together, setting up everything beforehand, setting up all your retargeting, your emails, your texts, everything, and it's going to be a lot more profitable for you guys, and you're going to be able to get further even if you have a lower budget. If you want more tutorials on this, feel free to check out my website. I have a lot of training on this, and hopefully it helps you out. Let me know again in the comments below if you have any other questions. Again, I'm happy to help on anything. That's what I'm here for, or shoot me a DM on Instagram. Remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, let's grow better together. Preguntar, bebé, dime por qué te mientes. No puedes esconder todo lo que tú por mí sientes.